Hello and welcome to ESL January Cup Grand Finals. Today we have Semper Fidelity versus Celsia. I'm your co-caster, Cairo, and today with me I have Ink. Ink, what's going on, man? I'm excited to co-cast alongside you.
Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. So we have Celsia and Semper Fidelity here. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Honestly, I've seen Semper Fidelity play, and they are a very strong team, and I know they have very, very strong individuals, but I know Celsia for sure have a very good team-based play, so we're going to be expecting a very nice game today.
Yeah, and the storyline here is that Celsia actually knocked Semper Fidelity down to the losers bracket, so Celsia has that map advantage here in this best of 5. So that's definitely something interesting. I'm sure Semper Fidelity are definitely going to want to get revenge on that.
Absolutely.
Alright, so let's tell them that we're ready. And here we go.
Right, well, you guys are ready. For me, this will be the end of me casting for tonight, as I have to take my leave. I will be back during the next ESL, so don't worry about that. But for tonight, I'm out. So have fun, guys, and good luck on casting.
Thank you for casting with us tonight too.
Thanks
And-
a
No
bunch,
problem.
Miss.
All right,
and
later.
of course, we have a dead round.
Good timing. Anyways, later, everyone.
Well, that's a great way to start things off. Good way to build up hype, I guess. Gives us time to go over the rosters, I guess. For Celsia, we have Timmy Perno, Cold Owner, Devil Eat, Sublet, and Dollarbrain. You guys should all know who each of those players are. Dollarbrain and Timmy Perno have been the scopes. Sublet has been doing really well with that rifle. For the other team, we have Zitor, Saifez, Vitsi, Let, and Taz. Let has been doing a really exceptional job through all the games we've seen so far. And everyone else has kind of just been playing average so far. And here we are, we're back in the game. Everyone loaded in, no dead rounds, we're live. Here we go, guys. Starting this grand finals off on India, best of 5. And look at that, Zitor and crew are pushing into one here really fast, not even smoking or grenading at all. Sublet gets 1 kill, gets a 2nd kill, Let gets 1. But that's going to be enough because Saifez follows up with a kill into Sublet. Like, gets double kill for himself. That's site control going to Semper Fidelity. Cold Owner coming up on the flank. And that was a really fast round, Cairo.
Absolutely, Semper Fidelity taking the site by surprise there. Timmy Perno didn't really have any time to rotate over to site 1 from site 2.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing Timmy Perno. He's going to be going to Pillar. He has that scope, so going to Stairs is probably more ideal than any other place he could go. Cold Owner is going to try to go through Vent. But we're just going to have to see how that works out because Timmy Perno's going to try to take down Saifez. Cold Owner gets in, gets 1 kill. Saifez takes him down. Timmy Perno, where are you? Timmy Perno is not going for kills.
Enemy troops eliminated. Target destroyed. Return to main base.
So we are going to have a dead round, but I'm just really confused what happened there. Someone DC'd out of Celsia, but Timmy Perno just stopped playing the round. He essentially gave up.
Definitely a very strong opener by Team Semper Fidelity over here.
Yeah,
Now Taz is going to want to push into that courtyard right there against the scope on Bit's side.
yeah, and Semper Fidelity, they're going to be pushing into this 2 site. Timmy Perno, Cold Owner, what can they do? Can they defend this or wait all too many smokes up? Vitsi gets a team kill. Cold Owner takes down Vitsi then. Zitor takes down Timmy Perno in retaliation. But that was just a crazy rush into the 2 site there. It's going to be a 2v3. Semper Fidelity, can they pull this off? Dollarbrain, Cold Owner are going to be pushing in slightly, not actually. They're going to wait for their teammate. And just like that, they get a kill for each of them. That's taking down Cold Owner and Dollarbrain. I mean, Devil Eat's going to be in a 1v2. He has seen him come in. Let sees him. Devil Eat can't do anything. Saifez is going to take him down. Wow, that went from a 2v3 to a 1v2. Crazy, Cairo. And it's 2-0 for Semper Fidelity now. On offense.
It's definitely a very hard game for. Sorry, I forgot the other team. For Celsia, sorry. Semper Fidelity doing really, really good on the EU side over here.
Yeah, and for some reason Celsia's playing 4v5. I think they didn't call it dead round then, so whatever. But okay then, so I guess Zitor and crew just kind of rushed into one. They did the same thing they did on round 1 and it worked.
At this point, they're just waiting for someone to push them. Cold Owner's playing behind box, and NRF spun, and Timmy Porno playing as stairs. We want to see what's going to happen here. Zitor just waiting for Cold Owner to come to him, as well as Taz holding that door. But they're not going to try to push. They're going to wait for their teammate to rejoin the game.
Yeah.
Zitor pushes out, and Cold Owner gets that kill.
Operation failure.
Which teammate was it that has DC'd?
I believe it was, not Devil Eat, no.
I don't know.
Yeah, neither.
Well, Cyphus and Zitor are going to take down Dollarbrain and Devil Eat. Devil Eat did get 1 kill. Cold Owner
They're
getting
pushing
2
aggressively
kills of his
over
own.
here.
Cold Owner just got a triple kill, but then he got shut down by Taz. So now it's going to be Taz and Timmy Prono here, duking it out. Taz almost getting naded by Timmy Prono. Timmy Prono is full HP. Taz is 1 HP. He actually tanked a shot from Timmy there.
Timmy Porno got faked. Now he's actually waiting in Site 1 over here, and Taz is going to walk up to their base. He might go into Site 2, but we're going to have to wait to see what Taz has in store.
Yeah, Taz should know that Timmy Prono is actually inside of 1. Taz, he should just walk into 2 unless he's wanting to be really aggressive or wanting to fake out Timmy, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a 2 plant, that's for sure. Definitely easier for Taz to defend this site as well as a scope against another scope from inside of 2 here. Bomb is going to go down on the outside area. The key thing here is Taz going to look at... Nope, Timmy Prono is actually going to go through spawn. This is playing right into Taz's hands here.
Also, one thing to notice is Taz is 1 HP, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens here.
Taz
he misses the shot. Oh my god! That is beautiful play by Taz over there.
Yeah, Timmy must be kicking himself that he tagged Taz and now he just lost the round because of that. And now it's going to be 4-0 for the offensive team. That's something we normally don't see. The defensive team being down 4 rounds, not winning a single one.
We're gonna see a very hard push here at Spiral while they're gonna retreat back into Site 2. Cyphus is working the middle ground over there while Sibula is gonna try to get into mid, try to peek. And now they have Site 2.
Yeah, that's all due to Let. He just went absolutely crazy, got a double kill, got one in the backyard, took control of the site with a kill as well. Forced Subalet outside of the site. Devil Eat and Dollarbrain are going to have to work together on the flank here. But they are going to run into Cyphus. All up to Cyphus here. Taz taking down Subalet.
Subalet gets stacked.
Cyphus getting some good shots here. Takes down Devil Eat. Now it's all going to be up to Dollarbrain. He has a scope, but he's smoked. And he's going to get pre-fired down. And that's 5-0 on the offensive side. This doesn't happen.
We'll talk about revenge, don't you think?
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean... Oh, it was Subalet that was one who had DC'd, and he's kind of been their MVP for this entire day, so it does make sense that's why they haven't been able to win any rounds.
Cold Owner trying to hold his ground there, but he's going to give up that courtyard. Timmy Porno snipes one, and he gets taken out. Now the fast rotate over from Site 1. They are all over Site 2 right now.
Taz is going to be aggressive here. He's going to try to pick off one, but he misses Devil Eat. Devil Eat just returns. Good grenade coming out. Could get a kill.
Devil Eat pushes into the site here.
They actually don't know he's in, but it doesn't matter.
Cyphus goes huge right there. Very strong hold by Cyphus.
And so yeah, that's gonna be the side switch. We're gonna have to see if Semper Fidelity are gonna do really well on defense, and it looks like they are. It's not gonna be a 3v4. But Devil does find a pick on Cyphus inside that one site. That means Taz is gonna have to defend one. But Let does have the bomb underneath the ladder. Timmy Perno and Devil, what can they do here? Timmy Perno is gonna run into Zetor. Zetor is very low HP. Timmy Perno is gonna try to pistol him. It's not working out for either of them right now. They just miss shots all over the place. And it's all gonna be up to Timmy Perno now. He gets the kill into Zetor. It's now a 1v2. Can he pull off this clutch?
This is absolutely amazing. It's 6-0. Semper Fidelity given no chances over to Celsia. This is just outstanding play.
Yeah, if Timmy Perno can't pull this off, it means his team is going to lose 7-0 on India. Timmy Perno is about to die from Let, and yeah, Let just takes him down.
Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
And well, that's the first map going to Semper Fidelity. The score is now tied 1-1, all even up on that map score. Each team only needs to win 2 maps to pull off the win on the grand finals. Really surprising play there from Semper Fidelity. I'm pretty sure you didn't expect that, did you, Kyra?
Obviously not, but they did not have their full roster for about half of the game.
Yeah.
It really did hurt them on the defending side as well.
Yeah, there's really not much you can do when you're playing 4v5. I mean, either one of your teammates gets all the kills or you're pretty much going to lose the round.
Now I'm actually curious as to what Celsia is going to try to do in the second game here. Semper Fidelity giving them no chance. It's going to be definitely an interesting second game. They're going to probably try to come back.
Well, if Celsia is playing on offense on Cannon, then that means they need to win 5 rounds of their own. And they can't let Semper Fidelity win 4 or 5 rounds on defense. If they allow Semper Fidelity to do that, Semper Fidelity is really good on offense on Cannon. So...
Definitely, Cannon is a offensive map, so holding it is definitely very hard. Very fast-paced map. We're going to be very interesting for EU.
Well, when Kimpa used to play with Zetor, Zetor would push down mid with Kimpa pushing down mid as well. Are we going to see that again with Taz and Zetor?
Well, definitely an interesting strat, actually. But we're going to have to see who actually plays mid for the defensive side if he can hold his ground.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're going to have to look at where Taz plays and where Let plays. Those are going to be the 2 main key factors, I think. Oh, actually, no, they're going to play on offense. And we're going to be starting the second map. Sorry for the dog barking in the background.
Now look at that, Celsia is playing on the defensive side. So they're going to have to really try to hold their ground. Looks like the game started out. They're going to try to push shelf here. There's going to be only 2 people. Actually, 3 people are going to be trying to hold inside 1.
Yeah,
definitely
that was a really good
starts
smoke
off
there.
with the smoke.
Yeah.
Very smart play for players over in NRF to actually smoke that area. Now they're not going to be able to push that. We're going to try to see a mid push. They're going through over to two connector. Timmy Perno holding his ground. And he gets the kill on Vitsi.
But Zetor gets a follow-up kill onto Devil Eat.
Timmy Perno's really lit right now. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a crucial kill there by Timmy Perno. Excellent job for him getting that. But Celsia, they kept their guys in 1 and they got a kill, but then Superlad could only manage to get 2 kills there at once. Cyphers 1v2. Wow. Cyphers could actually really do this because Coldona is full HP, but Timmy Perno was like 1 hit. That AK.
They're definitely trying to play together because they know they have the disadvantage as of right now. However, if
He's gonna back off and plant the bomb instead of continuing to push. Interesting. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, that's okay. Timmy Perno is now gonna walk inside to Hector. I think they're gonna try to do a sandwich right here, but if Cyphaz gets that kill quickly, he's gonna be in a very good advantage at this point. However, Timmy Perno's gonna peek him. Oh,
Where's that free fire,
this is gonna-
Cyphaz?
Oh, wow.
Gets that double kill. 1v2 clutch. Cyphaz, excellent job to him. He got 4 kills in that round. Crazy job there.
Amazing game
Cyphaz.
sense.
Yeah. And he did the right thing in that 1v2. He pushed out and got a kill. He just didn't sit and wait to get squished.
That's a very, very crucial first round win over from the EU side. Ooh, Vitzi's gonna play aggressive. He's not gonna get the kill. He gets punished for doing that alone. Now Zitor is gonna try to do the follow-up.
Yeah, that push by Vitzi was pretty much a Hail Mary there. He just kind of pushed on his own. There was no ulterior motive to it. And now, all of Semper Fidelity, they're still gonna go and push there. Dalaprane has been taken down. But there are still 2 players sitting on this 2 site. They could definitely hold this down if Timmy Prono can land his first shot. Cold Owner and Timmy Prono both land their shots. Take down Zitor and Let. And now Semper Fidelity
Taz is all
Taz,
alone.
yeah.
Teveli's gonna be peeking him. Taz gets the kill.
I get this count Subret.
Oh, very close indeed. However, 1v3, very hard to actually clutch and win out of that.
Yeah, excellent job there to Celsia for not losing a second round in a row. They're keeping it within the realm of just keeping it tight and keeping it close and not getting it too far away. Like they did on India. It does look actually like Celsia is actually pushing Bookcase. Cyphaz should be able to hear them. Taz might want to turn around and get some kills. Well, that isn't going to be the case. Cyphaz spots them, but he's going to get taken down. Zitor takes down Cold Owner at 2.
Now you notice only one person is playing in 2 right now.
Yeah, that's Timmy Prono, and he needs to go huge. He gets 1 kill. Now it's up to Semper Fidelity to go clutch here. It's going to be a 2v3.
Is he gonna peek? Oh no, this is gonna be very crucial. They're gonna come up from behind them.
Yeah, but they push together. That's key right there. Excellent job to them. But now they're out of sight and out of position. And they're going to get naded by Dalaprane. And same strategy again. They're both going to push the stairs together. And they get the kill.
Very, very strong rotate and very strong play by Celsia over here.
Yeah, Sublet and Dalaprane, they didn't get punished for pushing Bookcase. So they pretty much got like a free flank. And Timmy Prono, he also held the site. He got that pick as well. That was really good to him too.
It would have been a very different round have Cyphaz, gotten that kill over at Bookcase, but that didn't really happen.
Yeah, if Celsia had just not gotten 1 kill, it could have gone the complete other way. But we're going to see a 2 push from all 5 players again from Semper Fidelity. Timmy Prono
gets the entry frag. Now you see Cold Owners going around. Now they're going to take the site.
And they had no one covering the flank here. Just like that, it's down to a 2v4. It was a 4v4 and now it's down to 2v4. What happened to Semper Fidelity? Well, they made it out with the bomb. Taz and Vitzi are still up. Vitzi with the point man, Taz with the scope. Is Taz going to try to scope mid here and get off the rotate? No. Yes, he's going to try to do this. Taz needs to look to his right. Dalaprane is going to be peeking this. Spots him, but it doesn't matter. Taz has the reflexes, even with 1 HP. Is he going to peek Devil No, Devil is going to pre-fire that corner. Excellent job to him. Vitzi's going to try to fake out back to 2. But Celsia is just too stubborn to move.
Had Taz actually played back of mid, he would have actually played a very crucial spot, given Vitzi would have planted the bomb, and the retake would have been a lot harder for the NRF side, given that they had the scope to worry about in the middle.
Yeah, Vitzi got a nice kill there on Sublet, but there's just 2 players of Celsia right to his left. He's not going to make it out of that. I'm really confused why Taz tried to play aggressive at mid, let alone mid at all, when he could have just gone to Bookcase and held off the flank or spawn on that Bookcase angle. It was a really interesting decision, but good job to Celsia on taking advantage of it. But Zitor is going to push up, takes down Sublet. We're going to find a second kill. No, he's going to get shut down by Double Lead. Excellent job from Double Lead covering his teammates there from spawn.
Now nobody is at one site. It's going to be a little bit too hard for them to come back to this.
It's definitely, he's actually sitting in the smoke. He's going to back off. Dolphin's going to push Taz. Taz actually gets taken down too. This is not going to look good for Semper Fidelity. How are they going to hold this? It's all up to Cyphers, really. He gets one.
Very strong kill by Cyphers. Taking no damage with that kill.
But Timmy Porno is there to take him down. Let takes down Cold Owner. Vitzy takes down Timmy. Dolphin, 1 HP, 1v2. Can he do this? He had a scope, but Let just was out-moving him too much. Outstrafing him, I should say. And it's 2-3. That's... Well, Semper Fidelity, if they can win this round, they'll tie it up 2-3. That'll be what they want. Zitor, Vitzy pushing. Zitor taking down Dolphin. Sublet is still alive, but Zitor takes him down. Doubly taking down Cypher, still sitting in that spawn. But he will ultimately be taken down by Zitor. Zitor actually getting 3 kills that round. Zitor actually living up to his name there. Timmy Porno is going to come on the flank there with the scope. He's got 3 players to cut through before he can get to the bomb. Let's hop onto Timmy here. Gonna be scoping. He's going to get smoked out. That is just bad news for Timmy. And Timmy's just gonna be burning time here. He needs to like actually try to push up here. He doesn't have time to do this. Especially since Cold Owner just got taken down. Taz is gonna push him, takes him down. And that's gonna be tied up 3-3 on the side switch.
Definitely a very strong take over at one site. Now they're gonna have the switch over here, and we're gonna have to see some strong openings with Semper Fidelity to actually try to keep this in their favor.
Yeah, for sure. Zitor pushed up mid with Taz, but Taz wasn't able to support him, and Zitor just got taken down immediately because of it. And that's also Vitzy as well. He got taken out. Taz got a really good nade kill on Sublet. Let's see if he can follow up with another kill. Try to even it out a little bit. All members of Semper Fidelity, they're very spread out. They're not grouping up together. They're just trying to cover the sites and play, hey, I'm playing here. I'm going to try to get as many kills as I can. You guys just rotate on me. It's going to be really tough. Taz is going to go to 2 now.
Now look at this rotate. They're going to take site 1 while the other players are nowhere near it. Leto's
excellent call.
Playing there. And he gets taken out. Very, very strong game sense by
Taz.
Celsia over here.
He takes down Dolphin, and Dolphin was the one that was going to try to lurk and flank. So excellent job on taking that. That's 1 step, but they still have 3 players they need to go through. Taz Cypher is both going through spawn. They're probably going to try to work together here. Both scopes missing each other. Timmy Porter coming out on top here, but Cypher takes down Timmy long range. But
and he gets sandwiched.
Operation failure. Return to main base.
I would say very, very tough second game for Semper Fidelity, given that they didn't really get as many rounds as they should have gotten over in each side. Now they're in NRF. They really need to hold their ground, but they're not really.
Semper Fidelity can't lose any more rounds, just basically. If they lose any more, it's going to be really tough on them.
There's the only player at Shelf over here.
Yep, gets taken out.
The 1v5 situation. Very hard for Cyphers to come on top here.
He might intercept the bomb here if he can kill Sublet. Sublet! Here's him.
Oh,
that
very
was
hard.
close. Cyphers just wasn't expecting 2 players to be there. He was expecting the bomb already to be going down. It's 5-3 now. This is going to be very tough for Semper Fidelity to bring this back.
Now look at the site 2 push over here. They're going to play 2-1-2, which could be hard for Zitor and Cypher to hold if Vitzy does not rally up as quickly as possible. Zitor is not playing on stairs even. He will be taken out with that nade. Absolutely beautiful take.
Excellent job there by Celsia. Excellent job there from... Who was that? Was that Sublet who pushed the site first, I believe. Just caused a huge distraction for everyone. And here comes the retake.
Timmy Perno anticipating that base push, and Taz is there waiting for Timmy Perno. He's going to push through the smoke. Gets the kill through the smoke. Timmy Perno going huge. And gets another kill.
He just knows where they are.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, Timmy Perno.
Operation
He's
success.
Team Inferno's 12 and 7, and Double Elite is 12 and 5. Crazy scores from those players right there. At 6-3, if Celsia can win this round, they take a map lead over Semper Fidelity. And they'll be one map away from winning the grand finals. Taz, though, opens up with a great kill into Suplet. Suplet was trying to push through that mid. That's a really good thing to shut down. Don't want the offensive team to have control of that mid. And now it just looks like Celsia, they kind of chilled off a little bit. They're taking it slow now.
They want to see if they can pick anybody else off. It's a 5v4 situation. They want to try to get that balance back into the game. They're going to try to push that mid here. Maybe Vitzi might be in trouble. However, if Saifez gets taken out by Cold Owner... Oh, they're going to go through Connector here. Saifez holding his ground. Very strong push.
They can't do anything at all to defend these positions. Zitor, he has to go huge here. Spots Cold Owner, takes him down. Now it's
1v2 situation.
Smart move by Timmy Prono, grabbing the bomb and just dipping out of the site. Knows that Taz was on the back stairs. He heard him actually running on there. He's actually going to be cheeky and try to go for the kill. Oh,
very strong kill by Timmy Perno. Now it's a 1v1 situation. It's very hard for Zitor to come back given that Timmy Perno is holding that FRF2 very strongly. Zitor is going to be playing through mid and going back to base.
Yeah, Timmy Prono can just hear Zitor rushing into the site. Zitor just going head first. Yeah,
absolutely beautiful by Timmy Perno.
It's just outplaying Semper Fidelity completely in the last like 4 rounds.
Very strong second game here by Celsia. They brought it back from that 7-0 loss over in India. This is going to be a very exciting third game.
Yeah, and now we go to Airplane. And last time I saw Semper Fidelity play Airplane, it was atrocious. And I believe it was actually like the same type of players that are here. It's just Semper Fidelity was under a different name, and Saifez was on Celsia, and Celsia completely rocked the Semper Fidelity team at the time. So yeah,
honestly, the players to look out for right now is Timmy Perno and Zitor. Zitor is trying to do his best. He's trying to do his best for his team. However, he's just caught off in very terrible spots when, he needs to rotate. However, Timmy Perno, when you look at how he's playing, he knows exactly where people are. He has that strong game sense, strong-minded player. Very, very talented indeed.
Yeah, Timmy Perno's positioning is much better than anyone else who's currently playing in this match, that's for sure. Zitor, he's pretty much going for that point man, go home, like go broke or go home, right, kind of thing, right? Like that, the gun he's using, it's if he headshots someone, they die, but he's been like shooting them like 6-7 times in the body, and they've been staying alive. It's been ruining his groove, basically, to carry. But yeah, Airplane is a weird map. I don't think have people like decided yet if it's NRF or EU sided yet? Because I feel like that changes every month.
I'm actually interested in watching how Semper Fidelity play Airplane. We know that they're not they don't have the upper hand over an Airplane. However, they do need to get this win, so maybe self-drive will play a part here. Celsia is playing on a cushion right now, so they might be taking it slow, just working the picks, and Semper Fidelity is just going to have to bring out something very, very talented here.
The thing that's on Semper Fidelity's mind right now is that if Celsia wins this map, that's it. That's the tournament. Celsia wins. Semper Fidelity can't lose this map.
They're definitely under a lot of pressure. That could work for the betterment of their team play or for the worse. So we'll have to see.
Only time will decide. And interesting strategy coming here from Semper Fidelity. Pretty standard.
We started.
Yes, we did start. We're in Airplane. Are you in with us?
Oh, yeah, I am in. Okay, for some reason it was black. Not sure why. Okay, so here we got Let is pushing up mid. Timmy Prono playing that corner, he's going to be sprayed down. Do not show yourself. Get out of here, he's saying.
Yeah, Taz is really only watching the flank. He's not actually working any picks here. He's trying to, yeah, he's actually not even picking mid. He's just bringing a lot of time here for his team, and his team needs him to get a pick. With that scope, I mean, Timmy Prono, Dalaprain, they're playing in spots that could be picked. Zetor pushing up with that point man. He's gonna be pushed. Let's just follow him. Let's see what he does. Zetor is the one making the play. Taz can't get the pick, but Zetor follows up with a kill. Follows up with a double kill. Oh, that is a
very
crucial
interesting
play.
mid push right here. Now they're gonna take over the site one. Sibula is
Zetor just saw
nowhere near
Cold
them.
didn't kill him. Zetor with the triple kill this round. Going MVP for his team. Is he going to spot Super on the bridge? No, he just moves his mouse too fast to see him. But Zetor knows where he's coming from. Zetor going for the 4K. Sulet coming around the corner. And that's going to be Zetor. He got the 4K there. Really amazing kills there from Zetor on those two scopes. Took down Dalaprain and Timmy Prono, and that pretty much sealed the round win for Semper Fidelity.
You know, the thing is with playing the point man, you need to have very strong game sense and knowing exactly where people are and knowing when to run and when to walk, when to pick corners, and definitely beautiful play over there by Zetor, by the point man. We'll definitely be interested in seeing more. And that is why Zetor is the player to watch in this game. They're playing very tough to hold when you got a point man like Zetor on the other team.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. So Timmy Prono does take down Led at mid. Timmy Prono playing that blue room. Super taking down Taz.
I think your dog is really enjoying the game, huh?
Enemy troops eliminated.
Shut down over by Celsia. Very beautiful. Out indeed.
Yeah, that wasn't even 40 seconds and that round was over.
You know, bomb was actually dropped over at Darkroom. I'm not sure if Celsia actually knew about that, but Semper Fidelity didn't actually do anything to go and grab it. They didn't really put any effort. They were trying to just get some picks, but they definitely got caught off guard and did lose that round.
Gonna have to see how Semper Fidelity adjusts their play to this. They can't always carry on Zetor to get 4 kills in a round, and that's pretty much the only reason they've won their round so far. But Led getting a nice kill onto Timmy Prono. Timmy Prono whiffing that shot. But Devilite does return with a nice kill onto Taz. Cold Owner with a nice kill onto Cyphus, but Zetor bringing in his inner carry gets a nice kill onto Cold Owner and Devilite. He's already in the site. He's going to flank Dalaprain and Timmy Prono again.
It's 3v2, and no, it's actually 1v2. Zetor just going huge. He is a one-man army, just like that.
That, like, he got 2 kills to enter into the site, and then he just easily flanked and no one was covering the scopes and spawn. Timmy Prono finally shutting down Let. That needs to happen.
I want you to look at the scoreboard right now. It's 8-1 for Zetor. Absolutely dominating this game. He is just feeling it.
He has more kills than all of his teammates combined. Like, the next closest kill is Let with 2.
That is crazy. Oh, Zetor just holding it.
So now the question is, can Celsia shut down Zetor? Apparently not, as Cold Owner just gets taken down. And Zetor going to be pushing back on Devilite here. Not actually pushing. Probably might push after his reload. He's going to shift walk up. That smoke is going to come out. Not a smoke. Grenade. Zetor.
Devilite playing the corner. If he gets this,
Really
very crucial kill here. Oh gosh. Now Devilite is left with 1 HP on site. The rotate is coming in quickly. They have to counter rotate now.
They can't be here anymore. If they keep pushing here, they're just gonna die unless Zetor grabs a scope and gets some kills. And then I don't know what to say about this.
Very aggressive style of play from Zetor, but it seems to be working for him. If he gets this kill on Sibule, it's going to be very, very hard for Devilite and Dalaprain. Nope. Cyphus gets himself killed.
And they know Zetor is 1 HP, and yeah, Devilite is going to push him out.
Operation success. Return to main base.
Hard to carry with 1 HP, man.
Absolutely. Definitely a different style of play. I think Zetor is just holding it down for Semper Fidelity. We do know that they don't have the upper hand in this game, but Zetor, very strong-minded player. A lot of perseverance, I see.
Yeah, I just want to see other players from Semper Fidelity stepping it up, because if they're to win, they have to get more than 2 kills. It's the 4th round, and except for Zetor, they all have 1 kill or 2 kills. That's amazing.
You know, there have been 4 rounds, and they won 2 of them, and both rounds he got 4 kills
I
each.
know.
So
That's crazy.
crazy play by Zetor. He's gonna push here and gets the kill. No. Oh, and he gets double teamed. Very sad death
Can
there.
Semper Fidelity recover from Zetor dying first? That's the question.
They have the site, however. Now Taz playing a very interesting spot here.
Look at how Celsia is getting funneled to that connector. This could work into Semper Fidelity's favor, just like that. Getting a nice double kill. xFire is going to peek out to bait his teammate soon. Look at that, they know Dollarbrain's left, he's behind the crate, the pre-fire is coming out from xFire. Wow. Semper Fidelity recover from Zetor dying right off the bat. We have a game on our hands, Cairo.
Honestly, I was a little bit disappointed with the way Taz was playing right there. I think he's not on his best game right now. He's going 1-4, and he's watching all the wrong spots for some reason. Although he is the scope, he's supposed to be, you know, making those entry frags for his team. However, he's really struggling. So he's gonna have to pick it up, or this game might very well end up in.
He's also nowhere near his team while his team is pushing into one side. He's not even watching the connector, and that allowed Cold Owner to
see.
work
And now,
into the site.
now he's watching. Okay, see, now he's watching the right spot. You got Dolly Prone coming in. However, there's 2 people coming in from site 2 over here. Dolly Prone is gonna work that flank. He knows Taz is here, and he gets the kill.
Yeah, there was only one map against Bit that Taz actually did really well and he top fragged. Every other time we've watched him today, he's been bottom fragging. So, I'm not too sure what's going on with Taz today, but if Taz steps up, Semper Fidelity will have an easy time with Celsia. I would say, but if Taz is on this bottom, I mean, Celsia has an easy time, would have an easy time if it wasn't for Zetor. And that's going to be the side switch. So let's see how Celsia can play on the offense now. If Zetor can still be as aggressive as he was on offense on defense now. Let's see what he brings.
Taz playing a very interesting spot here. If they take over...
Zetor is scoping.
Who is he?
What do you think about that, Cairo?
They're running the 2 scopes. They know Taz is not getting the kills. I think Zetor picked up a scope just to help out Taz a little bit, but I know Zetor is just a, you know, defensively speaking, point man is definitely harder to use, but we'll just have to wait and see. Zetor can pull off the scope kills here.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to Vitsi and Taz here to block off their spawn side mid. Because Timmy Prono, Subalet, and Dollarbrain all look like they're going to be going that way, but Vitsi does shut down Dollarbrain. That should raise awareness to Taz and Zetor that someone's going to be coming through their spawn. Zetor looks away, Subalet backs off. Double with that kill into Vitsi.
Now there's nobody playing inside blue room. It's going to be a little bit tougher. Taz gets in there, and he gets the kill. Very strong play by Taz there. He understood that, you know, if open, they're going to take it. Again, the position.
Look at Double E pushing and take down Taz. He has the bomb. Big pushing Cyphez. He's gonna get the kill. Can he get the double? Can he defend the site here? He needs to defend this. Yeah, he won't.
Definitely a strong hold by Taz. He gave his teammates more time to rotate. However, Timmy Perno gets the kill on Zetor.
Now let's in a 1v2.
What's Mike gonna do here?
It's the kill. Coldona's very low.
Oh, very close by that. Very nice try indeed.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 4-3 for Celsia. 3 more rounds, Celsia will take this cup, and they will be the winners.
Definitely a more close game. If Celsia does in fact get this kill, get this round, it might be over for Semper Fidelity. We don't know yet.
Well, let's hop on to Ztor because it looks like, never mind, Celsia's not going to be pushing that double doors. Maybe they are? Yeah, it looks like Celsia's gonna cause a distraction at 1 or something. Suplet's gonna try to get a pick at mid. Ztor tags Dollprane. No kills yet on Semper Fidelity. So this could be really rough for Celsia to break through this defensive fold. Ztor, nice kill into Devil Lead. Good job washing those double doors there. And yeah, with each kill that Celsia receives, I mean, their options just keep getting lower and lower. Ztor getting hit to a little bit below half HP. He's going to try to repeak this.
Taz gets the nade kill over the box room.
Yeah, Celsius
That's
is
gonna be
taking too long.
2v5 situation, very hard for Celsia to come back from this. Taz is playing that window. He has no idea where the other players are, but he's now scoping in the right direction. Devilly is going to struggle, and he does get taken down.
It's all tied up 4-4. Are we going to be going to that final map? And Semper Fidelity do it?
I definitely want to see another gameplay from Semper Fidelity. They do seem to be trying to hold on. Taz is playing a little bit smarter now. He knows where to look. So yeah, I definitely want to see a third game be played here.
Yeah, Timmy Prono is going to be working picks at mid though. If he can find one, that's going to spell difficulty for Semper Fidelity. Yeah, it's actually a huge mid play this round for Celsia, and we've seen mid plays work out the most, I would feel, on Airplane on offense.
Now Saifez peeks corner and he sees 2 players. That's a lot of information.
Yeah.
They will work off of that. Ztor is playing a tighter spot now over at doors. If there's 2 mid, if Taz sees these guys peek, they're going to know that they're going to try to work a two push.
But they have control of blue room. Oh, this is why you have to have control of that blue room, because Dollprane will just get 2 kills, almost a 3rd kill on Ztor. But Taz is still putting up a fight in that site. And so is Ztor with a double kill.
Wow, Semper Fidelity really coming back now.
Yeah.
2 round wins in a row. Very strong play by Taz.
Well, I mean, Celsia had control of blue room, and Semper Fidelity was able to bring it back. That's a pretty good feat. So that smoke is going to come out. They're going to push the sandbag. Vitzi is sitting there. Are they going to try to nade him out? They're going to get naded themselves.
Now, if you see how they're playing right now, they put Let in tunnels, so now they don't even have to worry about Site 1. They can be all over Site 2, and Ztor and Taz can play that mid area and rotate whenever need be. So definitely good defensive play by Semper Fidelity.
Ztor and Dollprane both dodging nades that they each threw at each other. But look at that sack from Semper Fidelity just on 2. Not even covering blue room or their mid. It's gonna be really rough for Celsia to break through either site, to be honest. I don't know how they're gonna do this without getting picks.
Now you notice how close Dollprane and Vitzi is. If Dollprane does get that kill in blue, it's gonna be a very different round.
Taz, nice kill on Timmy Perno though. And now what options do Celsia have? They basically have to like rush a site together.
Now they know where Vitzi is. Gonna try to take him out. They do.
Well, that's a crucial
It's
kill.
gonna be very different now.
Opens up blue room for them. They have
Dollprane waiting for Ztor, gets the kill. Very beautiful attack right here from Celsia.
But look at Let. Let's on the flank. He's gonna get caught by Cold Owner. But Saifez, it doesn't matter. Saifez is getting a double kill. Let gets taken down by Cold Owner. Now it's a 2v2. This is a crazy round, Cairo.
I think they got a little bit too confident when they put Let in tunnels, and they really just fell apart.
Cold Owner has to defeat Cyphus here. Taz takes on Superlight. It's now 1v2. Cold Owner can only go to 2.
Friendly troops eliminated.
Wow.
Operation failure.
Semper Fidelity holding it down. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely
I
crazy.
really saw it going Celsia's side, but they did bring it back. They did get a little bit more comfortable, but they definitely got on their feet last minute and bring it back.
It's also because Zetor doubled his kills, and the rest of Semper Fidelity, they got 9 and 8 kills across the board. Like, Taz was 1 and 5, wasn't he? And he's 8 and 6 now? That's a lot of kills to get.
Definitely does bring it back. Cyphers and Zetor are playing in mid. Now, Cyphers is right in the window, I believe. Does see
Dollar sees
yeah,
him,
he
spots him.
sees
Is
someone,
Dollar
one
gonna go for the
person.
push? No, Zetor takes down Superlet. Dollar pushes in, gets a good shot on Cyphers. He's gonna have to back off, but Double takes down Zetor. Nate's coming out. How are Celsia gonna reposition themselves with these kills that they've gotten? Dollar gonna push up on Fitzy. Fitzy gonna get a nice double kill, shutting down that entire push. That could have been the round-winning play there from Fitzy.
Now, if you notice, we were kind of like iffy about Zetor playing with the scope at the very beginning of this defensive side. However, it looks like it's working for him, you know? He's bringing it back, and just from point man to scope, it's definitely a very different style of play to switch from, but seems like he's a man of many talents, so...
Yeah, Fitzy was 4 and 7 before this round, so he's gotten 3 kills this round alone. Absolutely
It's a
crazy.
4v1 situation right now. It's a 6-4. We already know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
And unless Cold Owner just goes ham right here, we don't know what's gonna happen. Cold Owner peeks, and he does not know Cyphus is playing in base. That second game, we're gonna have a third game. Absolutely beautiful play by Semper Fidelity. I didn't expect them to win this one, but they definitely did hold their ground. Zetor just going crazy in the first few rounds. Definitely carrying his team through the defensive rounds with that scope. And Cyphus getting some really nice double kills and knowing exactly when to peek. What do you think the third game is going to be like, Ink?
It's gonna be absolutely crazy. I mean...
Black Sand. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, guys, so this is going to be Black Sand. I mean... Celsia is... This is the final map, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah.
I believe it is. It should be, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the final map. Whoever wins this map is going to win this tournament. I mean, Semper Fidelity, they lost against Celsia in the winner bracket finals. They came back through the losers bracket. They brought back their map disadvantage to a 2-2 tie. Ah, man. Semper Fidelity is fighting really hard for this, but so is Celsia. I have no prediction for this map. I mean, it could go either way. I mean, Celsia could just shut down Zetor. Zetor could just keep dominating. Really hard to call what's going to happen on this map. Taz could even step up and just carry as hard as Zetor did. Who knows what's going to happen?
You know what? I think the most crucial part of this map will be the cooler/office area. Whoever gets control of that gets control of the map, and it's gonna be, you know what? Whoever's just more has the better game sense, has the better aim. It all boils down to those two things.
Now, do you think defense is going to push and take control of generator or green room every round, or do you think they're going to focus efforts elsewhere?
That could be a possibility. Generator room also has, has those means of getting kills and getting frags for the attacking team and the defensive team. So whoever pushes that and gets those quick kills quickly, be looking at a very interesting roundup in team play.
Well, I can tell we're both excited to see this map start. So many possibilities could actually happen on this map. I mean, absolutely crazy. Just waiting on Let and Suvlet to ready up, and we can get this started. Hope you guys in the viewers and the chat are enjoying this. Make your predictions right now. Who you think is going to win Black Scent? Is it going to be Semper Fidelity? Is it going to be Celsia? Let us know in the chat. Make your case.
Hashtag Semper Fidelity or hashtag Celsia? Alright, so one person actually dropped out. Back, I believe that
Let.
was...
It was Let.
Oh, it was Let. Okay. I believe he will be coming back.
Just waiting on Dollbrain and Timmy to ready up, and hopefully we can get this started. One of the few grand finals that has gone to a final deciding map.
I'm definitely excited. Now, Black Scent is a very scope-friendly map. However, if you're not good on your feet, you're gonna be punished as a scope. However, we're gonna have to see what Timmy Perno has to do and Taz as well. And I'm actually wondering if Zitor will, continue that pattern and pick up a scope over on the defensive side. Have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think Zitor's going to do whatever he can do to save his team. That scope pretty much saved his team on the defensive airplane. Like it was 4-4. It was very close, and then Zitor just turned scope and it became 6-4 or 7-4.
And if you think about it, Fly actually mentioned that airplane is a defensive-sided map. So, for them to actually get 3 rounds over on the attack side, it was actually very strong for Semper Fidelity, and that's what actually helped them get the overall win.
Well, 2 of those 3 rounds were won by one person getting 4 kills.
Absolutely.
I don't know how strong you can say the team is when one player was doing all the work.
Yeah. 1v5 essentially.
And we're loaded into the game. All tied up. Oh, Taz almost getting a collateral shot there, but he does get to count to Suvlet. Celsia are opening up with a really weird push through mid. Cyphez double kill, definitely and cold owner. What is happening to Celsia? Why are they just rushing, just blazing out? They don't even have any idea where Semper Fidelity play, and Zitor getting a nice count of Dollbrain. Timmy Perno gonna be last man alive, 20 HP at the most. What is he gonna try to do here? What options does Timmy Perno have? What could he do here to realistically try to win? He's got a minute 40, bomb is down. Zitor has his, I don't think Timmy Perno knows what he needs to do. He's just looking around for kills, but can't find anyone. Pulls out a knife. You're walking up mid with a knife. Yeah, I don't think I think Semper Fidelity is just gonna try to kill him. Oh, he baits out the dishonesty with the knife and the scope.
This could be very crucial. Oh,
yeah,
Typhus does get the kill.
Return to main
that's a
base.
pretty
Your efforts
good
are
smart strategy
commended.
though from Timmy Perno baiting out the knife. I don't know what to say about that. Here comes a generative push from Celsia. They're gonna come in here. No one from the defensive team, no one from Semper Fidelity is gonna be coming in here to defend it. And just like that, the Birch is still up, so they're just gonna run right into the site, right into Taz's scope. But Gold Owner has pushed into the site. Has anyone heard him come in here? Gold Owner, are you gonna go for the kill in the front? No, you're gonna be looking the wrong way, and that's gonna be 3 kills to Semper Fidelity. Dollar Praying at last, man alive. Is this gonna be like a 7-0 like
Enemy
rush
troops
fest from
eliminated.
Celsia?
Operation success. Return to main base.
You know,
Your
I
efforts
don't think they are
commended.
playing very decisively here. They're just
They're gonna call it, alright, Semper Fidelity's gonna call it dead round. So it is gonna be 2-0, guys. So is Celsia like kind of thrown? Are they just getting frustrated, or are they tired? Or is that like, are they actually seriously trying just to rush every round?
You know what? I might be very off with this, conclusion, but I think they are trying to rush just to understand where everyone plays, maybe. For the first maybe 2 rounds, and maybe, third round, and they'll try to actually bring it back and play very slow. This is just a suggestion. I've actually seen this play before, but I don't know if it's a very smart way to actually start a game.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
give
when
away-
when you only have 6 rounds to play on one half.
Absolutely,
You're gonna give up 2
I
of
mean-
them. That's a third of your rounds that you could use
You
to
know,
win.
For a different game like CSGO, you'd understand why they would that, because they have full 30 rounds to play. But for
Well,
AVA,
You also figure that out from pistol rounds too, where people are
Absolutely.
going to play. So I don't think it translates very well to AVA. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm like 90% against that entire strat. Maybe like doing
Definitely
it for
does-
one round.
it definitely does give away 2 rounds, and it's not a very smart way to play. However, for Black Scent, it is a defensive map, so we're gonna have to see
Yeah.
what they pull off here. If they do get that kind of information on the offensive side, and then they translate that onto defensive, we'll just have.
I think their 2 push could have been legitimate, but that first push, like where they had Ciboulette pushing up mid all by himself, and he didn't even come from Freezer. He came from warehouse side and walked up that side where the scope can clearly see him. I don't know, it's perplexing, man. But everyone's back in the room, just waiting for them to ready up. Of course, it was Taz who had DC'd yet again. Only the 4th time this day 2.
Now, how do we do this? I generally don't understand the concept. So we get into game, and then we, I think they
name
just win 2 rounds.
themselves.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, so they're just gonna nade. I remember when teams would just try to keep track of the score, and then they'd leave the game, and then switch sides because then the side switch wouldn't work. That was fun.
Right, so we're starting off here.
Yep.
Wait and see what Celsia have in store. They may have gathered a bit of information. I'm not sure if they're going to work with that strat. It's definitely a very risky one to work. We're just going to have to what they have in store for us.
Yeah. We can keep discussing it, but really, it just has to happen. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Enemy troops eliminated.
Who do you think is gonna win,
Operation
Kara?
success. Return to main
If you
base.
had to pick
Your
one.
efforts are
If I
commended.
had to really pick one, I would say Semper Fidelity. I just think that there's, don't quote me on this, but I think there's just a little bit more talent on that side. I know Taz hasn't been playing that strongly, but I really think he's going to come back and play like really strong.
I'm gonna like edit that soundbite and just send it to Celsia.
Celsia's the best. I'm just kidding.
But look at this, another push. Doloprane
Another-
actually catches Vitsi off guard, but Vitsi just ends up killing him because Doloprane messed up his spray. I don't know. But it's
Now
a
look
fun
at this
push.
warehouse push over into site 1. Syfez is in the wrong position. They're gonna take over the site. And Subala is just playing that corner, waiting for somebody to come up. And he gets the kill on... Oh, he gets the double kill. Absolutely beautiful play by Subala.
Can he get onto the site while they're planning? He doesn't get the kill, but he does spot what's happening with Taz and Cold Owner.
Now look at Timmy Perno. Very, very tough spot to play. He knows he does have the disadvantage. He knows that Taz is there. Is Taz gonna peek?
Yeah. He has to contest both of the players basically at the same time if he wants to win this round, and that's really hard to do. He goes into warehouse.
They know where he is now.
Friendly troops
Oh,
eliminated.
beautiful shot by Let. He does not give him a chance to kill him.
So Celsia had that one control, but they mismanaged their... did they try to plant too fast and they didn't clear out Let, and Let got onto the sites, then Taz got a pick, and then they got more kill. I don't know what happened there.
I think it all fell apart once they got onto that site. They had the advantage, they felt comfortable, and then Sephi kind of, they really punished them for
There was only
having that comfort.
2 players up. It was Taz and Let who were the only players left alive, right?
Yeah, Timmy Perno was actually playing in the back, waiting for anyone to cross, but they knew better than that, just to play from their base and try to get picks onto the site directly.
Yeah, and Zitor is just sitting on the outside of a ramp here, waiting for someone to push that. He already has gotten 1 kill from that. Vitsi actually spots Civilet and Coldona there in warehouse. So Semper Fidelity knows exactly where everyone is on Celsia right now. This is going to be a tough round for Celsia to win. It's 3v5. And they're very actually low HP, I believe, too. Yeah, Civilet is 1 HP. Not sure what he can do. Timmy Perno, he's the man that needs to do something with that scope. Like,
A minute and 20 seconds now. They pretty much have the map locked down. Zitor is in a very strong position. Let is not going to let anyone go through that door, even though they're nowhere near it. And they're pretty much surrounded over at Warehouse, so they can't really do much. But he does get the opening kill on Cold Owner from Warehouse, and now they're just going to have to rotate and be creative, I guess.
for how much time is left, like, Semper Fidelity's playing really good spots, but Zitor, you're going to take down Timmy Perno.
Timmy
Very
Perno
good
does
shot.
peek the wrong corner, sadly, and Zitor finishes it off.
Operation success.
And it's
Return to
4
main
to
base. Your
0.
efforts are commended.
Blackstone,
Now-
it could be said it's a defensive sided map, right? I would say
Yeah,
it's a defensive-sided map.
you can say that definitely, but it's
Is
really
it a
up to the.
4-0 defensive sided? Like, is it
I
that
don't
much?
think so. I don't think it's that much. I think Celsia threw a little too many rounds in the beginning there, and just
And they just
really-
got naded as they came into warehouse too.
now look at this. Now look at this one take. They're all over the site. They're gonna have to pick off Syph as they do, and they get the kill on Let as well. And now Taz, Vitsi, and Zitor are gonna try to retake that site.
Yeah, that was really interesting there what Celsia had done. It's going to be up to Vitsi and Zitor. Can they get these kills? Timmy Porno missing his shots. All trying to take down Vitsi and Zitor. It's all up to you, man. What can you do? Nothing.
Ooh.
Operation failure.
Nothing at all.
Return to main base.
Yeah, so when Celsia pushed onto that one site, they pushed out all together and they sat on the upper back stairs for about like 10 seconds before actually committing to taking the site, and that allowed them to check all the spots where people could be playing, and I think that secured their site.
I believe if Celsia do get this round, they might be able to pull it off in the defensive side, but we'll just have to wait and see what Sephi have to
Well, they
have in
take
store.
down Taz. I
It's a
don't know what-
5v3 situation. It's going to be very hard for Semper to actually bring it back from here.
Why was Taz in the site? Oh my god,
Let gets the double kill. Now it's a 3v2 situation, easier on Sephi. Oh.
2v2. What is happening in this game? And Vitsi has the bomb. He's gonna try to defuse, but he is gonna kill
He's gonna
him
peek,
over
and he gets the kill on Syfez. Very strong round from Celsia, getting those exchanges, not getting too many deaths there. It's very strong. And they're gonna play the side switch now.
Very see some confrontation at Green Room. Z-Tor is going to back off, not going to push into it. Celsia is actually backing off themselves. Devil Lead is now 1 HP from a grenade. Actually, job there from Semper Fidelity. Semper Fidelity, they're still trying to take this Green Room. They're actually going to push in now. Z-Tor gets 1 kill. Vitsy's the one that gets the double
push
kill.
through the smoke. Absolutely beautiful.
Very ballsy to push through that smoke and not just get obliterated too.
Definitely. However, it did work out for them in the end. That is insane. I'm actually it was kind of peculiar given that Celsia did not get a single kill through that smoke.
Enemy troops eliminated.
And Timmy Ferdo's just trying to save his gun over on 1 or something over there.
Wow, they are, you know what, Semper Fidelity, they're just bringing it back from their offensive, onto their offensive. They're just holding it down. They have map control.
Transitioning
really
well
strong.
on the Switch, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
But look at this, Timmy Perno, Cold Owner, they're playing 2 in Warehouse. They are going to back off, leaving Cold Owner in there all by himself. But it doesn't matter because Semper Fidelity, they're trying to take Balcony. Let's coming in here with Warehouse.
Key position here. Nobody is watching the mid office. However, Dollarprint is going to go back up there. Z-Tor and Vitsy decide not to push it. Now they're going to push into coolers outside. They're going to push Cold Owner. Cold Owner holding his ground. Very strong play. Going to try to push a 1v2 here. And does get the double kill. Very strong play.
Well, the bomb is going to be going down. Led is planning it, but Led is very low HP. I don't know what he's going to be able to do. Taz takes on Dollarbrain. Taz does have the cross. UAV is up on as well on Double Lead. Oh, that was clutch UAV right there.
Troops eliminated. Operation success.
Double Lead was like the only one that was in a good spot. If he was able to cross and not get hit by Taz, he and Silverlight would have been able to do something there on that one site, but he just got shut down really hard. And Vitsy Semper Fidelity just pushing
Look at
right
this.
into 2. Yeah, again.
There's only one person is in 2. If they take him together, that's the site. Me Parno's playing outside.
Get
Devil League is holding it. Very strong play by Devil League, giving his teammate the upper advantage. They're playing a 2v4 situation now. Very tough for Semper Fidelity here.
Vitsy and Taz, they need to get like a kill each before the push actually happens, but Taz does get the kill to Silverlight. Timmy Perno isn't pushing in. It's all up to Taz. He's the scope. Can he do anything crazy? No, he can't. Cold Owner is just too strong. And yeah, that's a huge mistake when you have 4 guys pushing a site and there's only 1 guy in there, and that 1 guy can get 2 kills. That's not supposed to happen.
Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
Well, it is still 6-3 for Semper Fidelity. 1 round for Semper Fidelity, they will win. 4 rounds for Celsia, they will come out on top. It doesn't look too good for Celsia though. Another 2 push coming out here from Semper Fidelity, though they are taking a little bit more time, waiting out those nades in 2. Alright, generator.
Nobody's actually playing inside the site. Timmy Perno's playing hallways right now. Now they're going to understand that they need to put Devil Lead inside. Dolly Perno is going to go down the stairs, play mid there.
Oh, that's a huge kill. Getting that count to Super Light. That means the defensive team is going to be a player down now. This just means Semper Fidelity, they can take all the time in the world and work picks and rotations now. They have a huge advantage right now. So let's see here. Cold Owner, Dollarbrain, they're stacking 1. Timmy Perno's trying to block off the mid. 2's just like completely open. I think that's a huge mistake from Celsia. I think they should have at least 1 guy playing in there. Like, yeah, at the most, like, leave 1 open. Don't leave 2 open. 2's so hard to retake sometimes. Timmy Perno. See Syphus opening the door. Syphus is gonna peek, just trying to fake it out. I think Syphus is trying to force a rotate from Celsia, but Celsia is pretty much already set up for a 1, so it doesn't really mean anything. Z-Tor, Vitsy. I wonder if they're actually going to push 2 and go through the defensive spawn here, since that bomb is kind of rotating over to 1.
I think as of right now, they're just trying to gather as much information as they can. They get the kill on Devil Lead, however.
They do get a team kill.
Team kill from Vitsy. Vitsy's gonna circle over. He's gonna try to. He aggresses against Doliprin. He gets the kill. Timmy Perno is in no good position right now, and they take site 1.
Timmy Perno 1v4 to keep his team alive. He doesn't do it.
And Semper Fidelity take it home.
Congratulations to Semper Fidelity on winning the Grand Finals of the ESL January 2015 Demolition Cup. Excellent job to them. Excellent effort, though, coming from Celsia. I mean, Celsia did knock down Semper Fidelity originally in the Winter Bracket Finals. Semper Fidelity, though, they had the journey and they came back and they were able to pull it out.
Really beautiful play by Semper Fidelity. At the same time, Celsia did have a few good rounds. However, they did really not work that first few rounds properly. They gave away 2 rounds. You know what? It's just hurts them at the very end. So
Yeah.
So I said that Semper Fidelity was gonna win. So I guess I win. What do I win?
You get to tell everyone thank you for watching.
Awesome. This was an awesome stream. I loved co-casting with you, Ink. It was definitely an honor. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this ESL stream. The grand finals between Semper Fidelity and Celsia. Definitely very beautiful, very talented members of each team. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a couple shoutouts. Yeah, shout out to you, Cairo, for casting with me in the grand finals. Very appreciative. It was a lot of fun. Shout out to Miss Sky for casting yesterday and most of the day as well. It was great to have him as well. Shout out to all the mods in the chat and all the viewers. You guys were pretty excellent. Loved all the discussions you guys had. Make sure to check out our YouTube video for the highlight video. That will come up on Monday or Tuesday. We had quite a few 4Ks and 1v3s, guys, so make sure you tune in for that. Thanks for Area for promoting the tournament and sponsoring the prizes. Couldn't do it without them. And hope everyone has a good night.